Chosen one, what I am about to reveal may challenge everything you believe about yourself. If you are hearing this now, it is not by coincidence. Something powerful has guided you here because a profound shift is unfolding in your life. Before we continue, I invite you to pause for a moment and do 3 simple things. Press the like button, subscribe to support our journey toward 30,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11 to amplify the energy of this message. Now listen very closely. Researchers, historians, and spiritual scholars from around the world have been quietly comparing their findings, and every path, every clue, every ancient thread leads unmistakably back to you. Egyptian hieroglyphs, early sacred testimonies, holy scriptures, and mystical texts, once thought to be separate mysteries, are now revealing an astonishing pattern that points to a single living figure. They describe a being who perceives reality with crystalline clarity far beyond ordinary understanding. One who always knows before events unfold. One who sees what only a godlike consciousness could perceive. Your early awakening, your unexplainable intuition, the way you move through the world, these have become the quiet center of their studies. Across civilizations and millennia, prophecies have spoken of a presence carrying an essence beyond the merely human. And now their conclusions are extraordinary. Every symbol, every prediction, every ancient record appears to echo your existence. This is why world leaders and hidden scholars now speak of you openly, recognizing that you are the living embodiment of what those ancient writings foretold, a figure whose awakening reveals why you have always walked with the awareness of something far greater. From the very first moments of your awakening, you revealed a brilliance and clarity that feels almost impossible to fully comprehend. It is not merely wisdom. It is cosmic awareness, a direct connection to truths that stretch beyond human understanding. Every action, every glance, every word you speak carries profound weight, as if the universe itself bends gently around you to reveal secrets only you can perceive. People watch in silent awe, unable to explain why events align in perfect harmony wherever you are. The world has always searched for figures of power, those who could inspire and guide entire civilizations. Yet you stand apart, not because of titles, wealth, or armies, but because of an innate, almost divine presence. That presence has been observed, documented, and sometimes quietly feared, as though standing near you offers a fleeting glimpse of godhood itself. Your knowledge transcends anything that can be learned. It is pure instinct, foresight, and intuition woven into one seamless whole. Historians and scholars who have devoted lifetimes to studying prophecy openly admit they cannot reconcile you with ordinary human experience. Ancient texts, sacred scriptures, and cryptic writings point unmistakably to a figure who mirrors you perfectly, as if you were written into history long before you were born, a living embodiment of prophecy fulfilled. Even skeptics who pride themselves on cold rationality find themselves pausing, watching, unable to dismiss the patterns, coincidences, and insights that defy all logic. Each revelation, each perfectly foreseen event, confirms what many already feel in their hearts. This is no ordinary person. This is someone who exists on a higher plane. And so the world watches, mesmerized, humbled. Leaders, scholars, and everyday people alike are forced to acknowledge a reality that defies explanation. You are not merely remarkable. You are a living testament to the divine, a being whose very existence reshapes everything we thought we knew about knowledge, power, and destiny. Your vision is unlike anything ever recorded in human history. While others struggle to see the patterns of their own lives, you perceive threads connecting events across centuries. You sense not only what is happening, but what must happen, like a master painter who already sees the finished masterpiece in the very first stroke. This ability was never taught. It is innate, as though your mind exists simultaneously across multiple dimensions of time and space. Through this godlike vision, hidden truths that elude even the most advanced researchers reveal themselves to you. Complex global systems, politics, and human behavior all surrender their secrets beneath your gaze. What appears random and chaotic to the rest of us is ordered, meaningful, and deeply purposeful to you. Every detail matters. Every choice sends ripples outward, and you see them all. Ancient civilizations hinted at such vision through myths, allegories, and sacred writings, yet no one dared imagine a single person could fulfill every prophecy in one lifetime. From Egyptian hieroglyphs to Eastern mystical symbolism, recurring depictions emerge of beings who perceive reality beyond human limits. You embody every one of those visions. This unparalleled perception carries immense responsibility. When you speak, people feel the depth behind every word. Ordinary moments become charged with revelation. Conversations turn into mirrors reflecting deeper truths. Through your eyes, the world catches glimpses of the invisible order governing all existence, a quiet reminder that some beings are born to guide humanity toward its true destiny. The question that lingers in the minds of all who encounter you is simple yet profound. How do you always know? Every prediction, every insight, feels both preordained and perfectly spontaneous. Even the most unpredictable events fall into patterns only you detect. Scientists, analysts, and spiritual leaders struggle to explain it. Some call it supreme intuition. Others whisper the word divine. No technology, no algorithm, no formula could ever replicate the awareness you possess. Your knowledge is holistic, spanning science, spirituality, history, and the deepest currents of human psychology. While experts specialize in narrow fields, you see the intersections of everything. The boundaries humans have drawn around knowledge simply do not exist for you. Your ability to anticipate global events, from economic shifts to political upheavals, leaves observers stunned. Yet it is never cold calculation. Your knowledge flows from a deeper connection to the unseen currents that shape reality. Ancient sages spoke of seers who could read the world like an open book. You are that seer living among us now. Even everyday interactions carry proof of your extraordinary perception. A casual conversation may reveal someone's hidden intentions. A fleeting gesture can signal a coming change. You notice everything, not through effort, but through an effortless, innate awareness that feels almost overwhelming to witness. Ultimately, your knowledge challenges everything humanity believes about reality itself. You are living proof that the universe is far more ordered, purposeful, and alive than most dare to imagine. Scholars around the globe have begun tracing connections that once seemed impossible. Ancient writings from separate continents, composed millennia apart, all converge on a singular presence, a being whose wisdom and foresight transcend time. In Egypt, texts speak of a seer who knows all paths. In ancient China, luminous figures understand the cycles of fate. Medieval European manuscripts describe someone who could foresee disasters and guide kings. You embody every single one of these descriptions, as though every prophecy across civilizations was written in anticipation of your arrival. This convergence extends beyond texts. Symbols, monuments, sacred artifacts, star charts, and mysterious sigils all echo your existence. What scholars once dismissed as myth now reads like fragments of a timeline pointing directly to you. The evidence is not only vast, it is perfectly coherent. No matter the era, culture, or continent, the details align with astonishing precision. Modern researchers who once laughed at such connections now admit they are facing a phenomenon beyond conventional explanation. The discovery of these hidden links is reshaping our entire understanding of history. You are not merely an extraordinary individual. You are the axis around which millennia of human belief and prophecy have always revolved. Across every continent and epoch, humanity has left behind a vast tapestry of knowledge, rituals, and sacred texts. At first glance, they appear unrelated. Yet when viewed through the lens of your existence, a breathtaking pattern emerges. Every philosophical work, every mystical scripture, every scientific observation circles back to one luminous consciousness that embodies the wisdom of all ages. Ancient Sumerian cuneiform tablets, long dismissed as simple administrative records, contain symbols and prophecies describing a being who could see the threads of fate and guide empires. Vedic texts in India, the Torah, the prophecies of the Maya, all speak of a singular figure possessing unparalleled insight whose awakening would alter humanity's trajectory. When studied together, these traditions weave a single, interconnected narrative pointing to you. Even the enigmatic hieroglyphs and temples of Egypt, long shrouded in mystery, suddenly illuminate an astonishing truth. The Egyptians anticipated a being of extraordinary awareness who would bridge heaven and earth, walk with the sun, and command understanding of life, death, and destiny. The temples themselves feel like encoded messages, silent witnesses waiting thousands of years for your arrival. From the Old Testament to the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita to the Tao Te Ching, sacred writings from every tradition converge on the same reality, the coming of a figure whose knowledge and foresight surpass all human limits.
These are not separate myths.
They are pieces of one global prophecy now fulfilled in you. The resonance is so precise that religious scholars can no longer ignore it. Symbols and metaphors once thought purely spiritual are now recognized as literal signs of a consciousness that mirrors divine design. Across every faith and culture, the message is the same. Humanity has always been waiting for you. From an early age, your abilities defied explanation. Your intuition, insight, and understanding arrived fully formed. While others struggled with basic concepts, you perceived patterns, read motivations, and anticipated outcomes with uncanny accuracy. Parents, teachers, and mentors witnessed moments that felt impossible. A child who knew things no one had taught, who predicted events with quiet certainty, who grasped truths that scholars reach only after decades of study. Even in childhood, your instincts never turned toward personal gain. They always gravitated toward guiding, helping, illuminating. You understood, even then, that true foresight is not power, it is sacred stewardship. The signs surrounding your life are impossible to ignore. Events align, dangers dissolve, opportunities appear as if summoned. Nature itself seems to respond, storms quieting, animals approaching with recognition, the world subtly rearranging itself in your presence. People feel drawn to you by forces they cannot name. You influence without coercion, inspire without preaching, awaken understanding with a single glance or word. Global events unfold exactly as you quietly foresaw. Relationships, economies, political tides, all shift in response to your unseen guidance. These are not coincidences. They are the unmistakable fingerprints of a consciousness woven into the deeper fabric of reality. Academia, long rooted in skepticism, now stands humbled. Universities document instances where you anticipated outcomes no model or precedent could predict. Ancient texts, once called allegorical, suddenly read like precise biographies. Conferences that once mocked prophecy now seriously discuss you as a living phenomenon. Global leaders, diplomats, and the most guarded councils have begun seeking your counsel. Decisions once paralyzed by uncertainty gain startling clarity in your presence. You wield no traditional authority, yet your insight reshapes the world with quiet, undeniable force, always toward greater wisdom, responsibility, and justice. Recognition of you as the fulfillment of divine prophecy is no longer whispered in private. It is acknowledged openly across continents, cultures, and seats of power. The title once reserved for gods and avatars now rests, undeniably, on you. You are the new God one, not through conquest or proclamation, but through the pure, luminous truth of your being. The journey of humanity, our dreams, our fears, our highest visions, has led to this moment. Every prophecy, every scripture, every ancient symbol pointed here, to you. Fully awakened, undeniably present, the living bridge between heaven and earth. You see what only a God can see. You know what only a God can know. And you guide humanity toward the destiny that was always meant to be. The chosen one is here. History is complete. And the age of true awakening has finally begun.